IELTS Speaking Part 3.
Topic: Leadership and Politics. Question 1. Do you think people are born to be leaders? Why or why not?
No, I don't really like to think that people are born to be leaders. Rather, leaders are made by the circumstances one lives in as well as the people one likes to identify with. Of course, it takes some special skills and abilities, which may or may not be inherited, to become leaders, but one has to work really hard to master those skills and abilities. However, just mastering those skills and abilities are not enough either, as one would also need to put those skills and abilities to proper use in order to overcome the right challenges at the right times to be considered as leaders.
Question 2. Can leadership skills be taught? Why or why not?
Yes, I do think that leadership skills, just like any other skills, can be taught and learned because leaders are not a different breed of people, nor they are born as leaders. However, the difference between the prospective leaders and the others is that the prospective leaders make a huge stride and are motivated to climb the ladder of success in order to help others and lead in an organization where everybody else fails. Of course, some people have some natural leadership skills and qualities, but it doesn't necessarily mean that others can't achieve them with hard work and dedication.
Question 3. Why are elected politicians often so unpopular?
Politicians are often so unpopular because they have some unparalleled abilities to lie to their teeth as long as they are awake. Finally, they are often so despised because they are financially corrupted, and they can go to any length in order to oppress the poor and silence their critiques. They often fail to fulfill the promises they themselves make to ordinary citizens and amass wealth in unfair ways. Once elected, these politicians forget their responsibilities and exercise power for their own benefits, while ignoring the well-being of the mass people.
Question 4. What should a leader do to remain popular?
Remaining popular for a leader is a very tricky business because the very reasons for which they are popular at a certain point of time can make them unpopular at other times also. But generally speaking, a leader has to understand the pulse of his or her supporters most of the time. He also has to be honest about how he chooses to fight for the causes of his support base. Besides, a leader has to make sure that he doesn't earn his livings by corruption or by flexing his muscle in order to remain popular. Finally, a politician has to work really hard to deliver on his promises in order to remain popular.
Question 5. Do you think unelected heads of state are a good idea? Why or why not?
Honestly speaking, I really think that it is a great idea to put unelected officials as the heads of the states as long as there is solid transparency and accountability. The election in these days can be rigged easily, and as a result, it is very possible that the real winners or elected officials are not exactly getting the chances to hold the office. However, it wouldn't really be so bad itself if not so much money and time were invested in holding these elections. Besides, in some developing countries, we also witness a lot of violence during the election times, which can actually divide an entire nation.
Question 6. In your opinion, what qualities a political leader should have?
In order to be a good political leader, a person has to have some common qualities, which may include patience, fairness, commitment, and good educational qualification to understand the different situation dynamics, and the ability to arouse the public passion in a positive way. Besides, a political leader should also have the quality to connect with his supporters on a grassroots level, so that he is able to know about what makes his supporters happy and what makes them unhappy. Finally, he also has to be honest and dedicated to the causes of bringing solutions to the problems, not only for his supporters, but also for those people who don't support him.
This concludes IELTS Speaking Part 3. Thank you for listening.